The Profit Experts. Understanding inventory shrinkage for better retailing. The retail sector has seen an unprecedented boom in the last decade, and this situation will only expand in the future. Retailers are pressed to deal with new challenges every day, and the rate at which their competition base is expanding only adds to their urgency. In addition to the above, they also need to deal with the challenge of inventory shrinkage. Inventory shrinkage is the percentage of loss incurred between manufacture and point of sale. The challenge of dealing with inventory shrinkage. Inventory shrinkage is not a result of a single factor such as discrepancy in numbers or petty thefts within the store. There are various factors that result in shrinkage, such as administrative errors. Errors committed by administrators is one of the causes of shrinkage. This typically includes errors in billing, pricing mistakes, markup and markdown of products, erroneous maintenance of inventory data, etc. Vendor fraud. Sometimes vendors short supply goods, supply nearly expired goods, or manipulate paper to avoid giving back credit to the store. Theft. This includes employee theft, discount abuse, refund abuse, credit abuse and direct theft of products. Shoplifting. This is a classic retail inventory problem and includes situations such as concealing and altering price tags, swapping price tags, transferring stolen goods from one container to another by customer. Inventory shrinkage remains a challenge despite corrective measures on paper. Most retailers do not identify the existence of shrink in inventory. Even if they do, the corrective measures taken remain only on paper and fail to prove adequate in handling the problem of shrinkage. This is owing to various factors that are overlooked in the process of analysis of the problem and implementation of solutions arrived at. The four main reasons for the failure of inventory shrinkage solutions that retailers arrive at are stated below. Lack of an approach that is based on facts and backed up by sufficient data. Most retailers fail to gather sufficient data before taking steps to reduce shrink. They also adopt approaches that are not based on facts. This results in the solutions remaining on paper. Inability to identify the real problem. Managers and owners of retail chains more often than not do not identify the actual problems that lead to shrink. They go by what they think is the problem rather than analyzing the actual problem. Lack of discipline in the approach adapted. Most retailers fail to follow a disciplined approach in dealing with inventory shrinkage. This results in chaos and confusion and ultimately inadequacy. Adapting an unsustainable approach and failing to maintain a healthy culture of shrink reduction. This is where most retailers quit and resort to living with shrink. Once an approach is unsustainable and inconsistent, there is bound to be a relapse in the problem of shrinkage. The right approach to reducing inventory shrinkage. Inventory shrinkage can be effectively handled by getting the facts right, analyzing the data in a comprehensive and correct manner, adapting a disciplined and sustainable approach in dealing with inventory shrinkage, and ensuring that every member in the chain of management, right from the lowest rung, is aware of the problem of shrink and is motivated to deal with the issue in a practical manner. Inventory shrinkage is a complex issue and dealing with it will require sustained efforts. Simply inducing discipline is a beginning. Utilizing the services of a professional shrink management company might be a good idea as well. Avoid losses through retail shrinkage protection. Establishing better control in an organization will lead to better profits. Likewise, retail outlets that have an efficient retail control protection system can help in avoiding loss caused due to shrinkage. A dip in the actual inventory levels is an indication of retail loss, which forces the organization to review the current security system. Retail shrinkage management systems can ensure that the retail loss is contained to great effect. Some of the significant ways to eliminate loss due to shrinkage in retail industry are elaborated as follows. Multiple checks. Multiple checks are not a new phenomenon in retail industry, but foolproofing each and every exit point will ensure low levels of shrink in retail stores. In order to achieve a rapid surge in profits, it is necessary to avoid any loss of inventory owing to retail theft, inefficient supply chain and poor warehouse management, merchandise management and store design. This is one of the crucial ways to increase retail shrinkage reduction, wherein the merchandise within the store is well managed through labeling and barcoding. The store design that provides maximum visibility can help in preventing retail theft or shoplifting by consumers. Both of these aspects will contribute to the prevention of retail loss. Data management. Updating data regarding inventory levels in the warehousing and keeping abreast with the needs of the retail outlet will help in retail shrinkage management. Ensuring that employees are trained to handle various operations is important to make an impact on retail loss. The profitability of this process will ensure that the organization has productive ways to maximize security. Training. Providing good training to security personnel and the employees of an organization will greatly help in increasing protection for the store in case of emergencies. Regular mock drills conducted at organization level will help in keeping personnel alert at all times. Taking a disciplined approach. Taking a disciplined approach to tackle retail shrinkage will help organizations to devise various strategies that could help in building a foolproof security cover for inventory in the organization. Analyzing the key performance indicators. Analyzing the areas where the instance of retail shrinkage should be considered on a priority basis to strengthen retail shrinkage protection. Through the support of retail shrinkage management systems, organizations can benefit greatly in order to achieve maximum gains. Some of the store operations will result in maximum retail loss, which is why it is important to set in different strategies to help in improving the quality of protection needed for them. All of the above-mentioned considerations need careful implementation, which can be done with the help of a reputed loss prevention agency that can help immensely to reduce the loss. By choosing various strategies to attract customers, retail outlets can increase retail shrinkage management in a major way. However, with the right choice of retail shrinkage management tools, organizations can greatly benefit in the form of increased profits and low instances of retail loss. Choosing an ideal loss prevention agency can be of great help for retail stores that needs advanced services to cope up with the challenges of shrinkage. In order to beef up security at all levels, it is important to identify key contributors to retail shrinkage and make arrangements to tackle the loss. Check pilferage by hounding for a better store design. Attack at the very base. Train employees to identify shrinkage then and there at their own levels. Plan a reward and recognition for those who are vigilant and bring down the alarming figures of losses. Address key issues hampering retail growth through retail shrinkage management. Retail growth can be mainly attributed to excellence in store operations and finding effective solutions to the factors that affect the organization. A shrink in inventory levels within the organization leads to heavy losses. This is the major factor that hampers growth in retail outlets, which is why retail shrinkage management techniques are used widely to contain the loss. Some of the methods employed by retail outlets to address the issues of retail shrinkage are provided below. Identification of the problems. This is the first step to shrink management in an organization. Identifying the key areas that require more focus needs to be understood to prevent loss. Checkout counters, warehouses and bad supply chain system are prone to inventory loss. Retail shrinkage management systems ensure that the inventory levels are carefully monitored so as to update the percentage of shrinkage that occurs in the organization. Availability of data. Lack of proper data might indicate wrong analysis of shrinkage, leading to misappropriation of the losses by the organization. It is therefore important to identify a foolproof data management system in the organization to build a secure platform that can provide facts about the shrinkage levels. Data collected through this system can also indicate the difference between store inventory levels and the actual inventory, thereby providing a scope to oversee any loss. Integrating the information. By integrating the information of the inventory levels, employees can track the shrinkage levels and track the progress at any point of time. With the information flow getting known to other employees, retail shrinkage management turns out to be quite effective. Training the employees to take responsibility. By inducing higher accountability among the employees regarding their actions, retailer can reduce further shrinkage by making sure that workforce makes an extra effort to manage retail loss. Handling emergency situations can be an added advantage which employees can exhibit in case of shrinkage. The right kind of assistance backed with technological superiority can help organization to minimize shrink. Identifying the largest contributors. By identifying the largest contributors to retail loss, organizations can take effective measures to contain shrinkage at grassroots levels. The use of CCTVs and access control systems will help organizations to eliminate retail loss in an effective way. Retail segments like store sales, warehouse backlogs, ineffective supply chain are some of the largest contributors to retail shrinkage. Choosing the right security gadgets. Ensuring the right type of security device is available will help in increasing the protection levels at the retail store. Sensors installed in stores will effectively monitor retail loss in a great way and contribute towards the profits of an organization. With the periodic review of the security needs at the retail outlets, organizations can tackle retail loss in a better way. As a part of retail shrinkage management systems, highly advanced monitoring tools will cultivate fear among people to commit crime, which results in retail shrinkage. By increasing security checks at each and every juncture in the retail organization, the loss can be reduced to a large extent. Retail shrinkage management can be improved significantly by identifying the root cause of the shrink in an organization. By understanding the major cause, the personnel will provide the right kind of solution that can help in building a better shrinkage management system. Training is key. If it is only the top management that is worried about shrinkage and no one works against it in the grassroots level, there is really no headway in reducing it. Training given to employees upon induction has to be shrinkage reduction centric. Also, stress has to be placed on learning and have teams to give updates without doling out statistics. Thank you for watching. Join us at http://www.theprofitexperts.co.uk.